AI creates 3D animations from text, no Blender needed. Remember that scene in every sci-fi movie? The one where the hero casually speaks to a computer. Computer, show me a hologram of the alien city. And poof, a shimmering 3D model materializes in midair. For decades, that felt like pure fantasy, reserved for starships and futuristic labs. Meanwhile, back on Earth, aspiring animators were drowning in a sea of Blender tutorials, wrestling with vertices, UV mapping, and the soul-crushing dread of the render farm that sounded suspiciously like it involved actual farming. The barrier to creating even simple 3D animations felt like scaling a sheer cliff face wearing roller skates. Hold onto your hats, digital Picassos, because the future just crashed the party. A seismic shift is rippling through the creative world. AI that generates full 3D animations directly from simple text descriptions. No complex software installations. No weeks-long courses on topology. No begging your gaming PC not to burst into flames during a final render. Just type words. This isn't just a new tool. It's a magic wand for visual storytelling, democratizing 3D animation faster than you can say render canceled due to insufficient memory. From Control+Z nightmares to type it and see it, the magic trick unveiled. Imagine this. You need a quirky animation for your indie game's intro. A nervous robot duck trying to parallel park a tiny, futuristic hovercar. The old way? Fire up Blender, Maya, Cinema 4D. Spend hours blocking out basic shapes. Rig the duck, cue existential dread. Animate the parking sequence frame by frame. Praying physics doesn't implode. Render overnight. Discover the duck's eyes are floating 3 feet in front of its head. Repeat. The new way? You open a browser tab. You type. Nervous cartoon robot duck, retro-futuristic aesthetic, clumsily try to parallel park a tiny, glowing hovercar on a rainy neon street. Animation. Shaky movements, frustrated beeping sounds, comedic timing. You hit generate. And then you wait. Not hours. Minutes. Sometimes seconds. What emerges isn't just a static model. It's a full, looping animation. The duck wobbles. The hovercar jerks erratically. Rain slicks the neon-lit pavement. Maybe the AI even throws in some synthesized beep-boop-whoops sound for good measure. Is it Pixar perfect? Maybe not yet, but exists. It tells the story, and it materialized from text. The gap between imagination and realization has collapsed from a yawning chasm into a crack in the sidewalk. How does this digital alchemy work? No PhD required. The secret sauce behind these texts to 3D animation wizards involves some seriously cool, albeit complex tech, but the user experience is blissfully simple. 1. The linguistic architect, large language models, LLMs tools like GPT-4 or Claude Act as the master interpreters. They don't just read your text. They understand the intent, the mood, the objects, the actions, and the relationships between them. Nervous robot duck parallel parking isn't just keywords. It's a scene with emotional context and physical comedy. 2. The visual blueprint generator, diffusion models for 3D. This is where the magic gets multidimensional. Advanced AI models. Think Stable Diffusion or Midjourney, but cranked up to 11 and specifically trained on 3D data and motion. Take the LLM's rich description and start generating the concept. They predict not just what the duck looks like from one angle, but how it looks from every angle and, crucially, how its parts move over time. They understand shaky movements and clumsy. 3. The Motion Maestro, physics and motion priors to make the animation believable or believably cartoonish. The AI incorporates learned principles of physics and motion. It knows things fall down, not up. It knows a nervous duck might fidget or twitch. Some systems even use vast datasets of real-world or simulated motions to make movements feel natural or intentionally unnatural for comedy. 4. Assembly and rendering. The final act, the AI assembles the generated 3D elements, the duck model, the hovercar model, the street environment, applies textures and lighting based on your description, raining neon street, calculates the animation frames based on the motion description, and renders the final sequence. All in one integrated, often cloud-based process. The creative playground throws open its gates. Cue the comedic chaos. The implications are staggering and wildly fun. Prototyping at warp speed. Game developers can instantly visualize character concepts, environments, or gameplay mechanics. Show me a steampunk spider mech battling a cyber samurai in a bamboo forest during a thunderstorm. Boom. Instant mood board and motion test. Indie filmmakers rejoice. Need an establishing shot of a floating castle city for your zero-budget sci-fi short? Or a quirky animated explainer for your Kickstarter? Type it, generate it, tweak it. No need to mortgage your house for render time or spend months learning complex software. Marketing and social media on steroids. Imagine generating dozens of unique, eye-catching animated ads or social posts tailored to different audiences, all from text variations, in an afternoon. Animated logo reveal. Friendly sloth emerging from a coffee cup. Steam forming our company name. Upbeat ukulele music. Personalized storytelling. Kids describing their dream monster and seeing it animated instantly. Authors visualizing scenes from their novels. The possibilities for personalized, dynamic content are mind-boggling. The absurdity engine, where the laughs come in, let's be honest, this is where the real gold often lies. AI's interpretation of human prompts can be hilariously literal or wonderfully weird. Ask for a cat playing chess, and you might get a photorealistic tabby solemnly moving pawns, or a giant, sentient chess piece chasing a terrified mouse. Typo in your prompt. Enjoy your dancing bear wearing a tutu made of lasagna. The unexpected results are a constant source of surprise and delight, pushing creative boundaries in bizarre new directions. It's like having a super-powered, slightly eccentric artistic collaborator who takes your ideas very seriously, but sometimes gets delightfully lost in translation. Not quite holodeck perfection. The quirks and caveats. Embrace the glitch. This revolution is still in its exhilarating, messy adolescence. Buckle up for some quirks. The uncanny valley of motion. Movements can sometimes be stiff, floaty, or just plain weird. That nervous duck might vibrate like it's plugged into a faulty outlet instead of trembling. It's part of the charm and the comedy for now. Literal interpretation syndrome. AI takes things very literally. A dog flying a kite might result in a dog literally piloting a kite-shaped spaceship or a kite with dog legs. Specificity is key and often leads to the best accidents. Control freaks beware. While evolving rapidly, fine-grained control over every single joint rotation or camera angle isn't always as intuitive as traditional software. Yet, it's more like directing a talented but eccentric actor than micromanaging a puppet. The style roulette, getting exactly the artistic style you envision, specific anime, Pixar, hyperrealism, can require prompt engineering voodoo and multiple generations. Be prepared to iterate. Make it more 80s anime. Less creepy claymation might be your next prompt. The compute cost. Generating complex animations, especially at high resolutions, still requires significant computational power, often accessed via the cloud with subscription models or credits. Your laptop breathes a sigh of relief, but your wallet might feel a slight pinch. The future is typed and animated. Text to 3D animation AI isn't just a novelty. It's a fundamental shift in creative expression. It removes the intimidating technical barriers that kept countless stories untold and visions unseen. It empowers anyone with an idea and the ability to describe it to become an animator. Will it replace skilled 3D artists using traditional tools? Absolutely not. Just like digital cameras didn't replace painters, this is a new medium, a new tool set. Professionals will use these AI tools to brainstorm, prototype, and explore ideas at unprecedented speed, then refine the results using their deep expertise. They'll direct the AI, not be replaced by it. The true magic lies in the democratization. The student, the marketer, the indie game dev, the grandparent wanting to animate a story for their grandkids. They all now have the keys to the 3D kingdom. The barrier to entry isn't just lowered, it's practically vaporized. So, fire up that text box. Dream up the most ridiculous, beautiful, or epic scene you can imagine. Type it in. Hit generate. Witness your words transform into moving pictures. Giggle at the glitches. Marvel at the moments of pure magic. This is the future of creation. And it's unfolding one text prompt at a time. No blender needed, just your imagination and the courage to type something gloriously weird. The holodeck era starts now, and it's delightfully, chaotically accessible to everyone. What will you animate first? Be honest, it probably involved a lasagna tutu. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. It will really help this channel out. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more informative videos coming.